Alright, today we're going to look at how to use the virtual fare feature on the Chrono app, which is run by the ARTM EXO. And just so you know, this is based on an Android device. I'm using the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. So what you're seeing in this video, what I'm going to show you in this video, is relevant to an Android phone. If you're an Apple user, well, they haven't released it yet, but they should later in the year apparently. And I am proud to say that I was part of the testing team of this app. A couple of other transit fans were as well. So I'm going to show you how to use this, and this is something that a lot of other cities have had for quite a while now, more or less. And now finally we have the ability to use our phone as a fare, as a ticket on the bus. So, you know, recently we started to have the ability to reload the Opus Card using the Chrono app. You can put your Opus Card on the back of the phone and it uses the NFC to load the Opus Card. Well, now we're using the NFC as an actual ticket on our phone. So I'll show you how this works. So first of all, obviously you're going to want to open the Chrono app, download it from the store, Google Play Store, whatever Apple has when that comes out. And you're going to click up here on the upper right, and you're going to see here virtual fares and Opus Reload. So Opus Reload is what we've been using. If you've been familiar with this app, or you know, you've seen this in the past, this is where you, as the little picture there shows you, you can put your Opus Card on the back of the phone, making contact with the phone, and you're able to reload tickets onto the Opus Card. And but now we have a new button here on the left, virtual fares, and I will click on this and show you. So first time you're going to use this, if I remember, first time I used it, I believe there was no card shown. So the first time you use it, obviously you're going to click on purchase a virtual fare, but once you've used it a few times, you're going to see here, look, we have these are basically like your own Opus Cards on the phone. So think of these as Opus Cards. So you see here, I have all modes ABCD, we have all modes ABC, bus out of territory, all modes A, all modes AB. So what you're going to do, regardless, and by the way, I believe you can use, at least as of now, you can put, for example, Zone A on an ABCD card. You can sort of mix and match the fares on the different cards, but the whole idea here is to have your own card designated for, you know, specific fares. So I'm going to show you how to actually purchase a ticket here. So you're obviously going to click here, purchase virtual fare, and you're going to choose your travel zone, and this of course is based on your departure zone, and the zones you're going to travel through, and the arrival zone. So let's say, you know, I'm just staying in Zone A. I'll click on Zone A right here, and all modes, for example, and here's the different options from Zone A. So 1 trip, 10 trips, all modes, monthly, weekly as well. Let's say, for example, and there's also a bus one here, but they don't have a bus only Zone A, so that's why it's not there. But I'll show you, for example, let's say I want to buy, and here's all the different options you have. I'm not going to read them all, but you see all the different zones and options you have here. So I've been using, when I was testing this phone, they gave me different tasks to do when I was testing this app on my phone. For example, to purchase a Zone AB ticket, it would ask me to do that, and I would do it, and then I'd fill out a survey later asking me if I had any issues or bugs, and never really had any issues with this app, by the way. Seems to have been a very smooth testing period. And so I'll show you here. Let's see, for example, if I want to buy, let's buy an evening pass. So I'm going to go to all zones here. Well, zones A, B, C, and D. And by the way, you see there's this little I for information. Each option, you can click on that and it tells you all the municipalities in those zones, I believe. So here's Zone A. These are all the Montreal municipalities, sectors. So if you're not sure, you can see if your municipality is on there, wherever you're going or passing through or starting from. So let's go, for example, to, we're going to do zones A, B, C, and D. So we're going to click here. I want to buy an evening pass. So I'm going to click on, obviously, that option. And then I'm going to click all modes. And it gives you an option, 1 trip, 2 trips. And this is all for A, B, C, and D. Now the funny thing is, lately I haven't seen the evening pass on the A, B, C, D option list, but you are probably familiar with the fact that there is, when you buy an evening pass or a weekend pass, it is all the zones, all the modes, A, B, C, D. So for some reason it shows up on, let's see here, I think it's A, B. Yeah, you see you have unlimited evening, unlimited weekend. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to contact them, find out why it's not showing up, the evening and weekend on the ABC and ABCD options. But anyways, so if I want to buy an evening pass, first thing I do, I open up the app, click on virtual fares, which is here, and I'll go to purchase a virtual fare, zones A, B, all modes, and unlimited evening. Click next, and you're going to hit confirm my order. So confirm my order, and you just have to select the terms. And important note, they're not actually accepted on the train. You can see here, oh sorry, they are accepted on the train. They are accepted on the train for monthly and weekly all modes. So up until recently it was not accepted on the trains. Now it is. So they are accepted on the trains, no validation required. I guess for the evening ones as well. So anyways, then you're going to go click on your payment option. So I'm going to click Google Pay here, hang on. So I made my payment, and there you can see it took a couple of seconds to go onto the phone to load, but there it is. We have now the new fare added. So this is going to tell you what you need to do when you want to use the fare. So you have to, first of all, you're going to see here, I'm going to show you how to do it in a moment. You have to go and select the card with the fare that you want to activate. Your phone can be offline and the app can be closed, by the way, so that's a handy thing. You don't have to open the app every time you want to scan it on the metro or bus, but you have to, of course, hold the phone in front of the reader. So that's just something to know, when you're using this. So here, this is what we just did. We added a fare onto the all modes AB card, and now I click on the all modes AB, and you can see these are previous tickets that I purchased in the past. So 24-hour all modes AB, 2 trips all modes AB. And also, if you want, for example, let's say you bought a ticket and you haven't used it yet, some of them you can get a reimbursement. So if I were to click request a reimbursement, and I was to click on this, for example, and hit continue, well, that's reimbursing the fare for me. So I just basically reimburse myself. So it takes 5 to 10 days, I guess, but that's peace of mind to know. But anyways, if I had kept that on my card, my AB card, you would have seen it there. But I do have a previous evening pass that's on here, and it tells you accepted on the metro, bus, except STM line 747. The train, now it's saying you can't use the evening pass on the train, but probably for the weekend pass you can. REM in zones A, B, C, and D. I guess I don't know how it works if you want to use the train with an evening pass. There must be a way to do it, because I mean, you paid for it, right? So I'm not sure what the issue is, because I did try it on the fare validators at Lucien station, and it worked. It validated my fare, and I think the fare inspectors checked it too, and it seemed to be no problem. So I don't know what's up with that, but anyways, this is the basics of how to do it. And again, each of these are like your own Opus card. So if you want to switch to this card with these ones, see, I had purchased evening, 2 trips, A, B, C, D, unlimited evening, unlimited evening. These are ones, and you can see the dates. So each card has its own set of tickets, but you notice you can mix and match them. So for example, I could put unlimited evening on any one of them, but for some reason it's not letting me recently put it on ABCD. But anyways, you get the point. You have this one here, bus out of territory. So if you want to see what's on the card, you activate it. I have another unlimited weekend on this pass. ABC, ABCD. I have another one on this pass. Oh no, so these are all expired, but if I want to repurchase them, I can. For example, I would click repurchase and confirm my order, and then I'd be able to put it back on the phone. So anyways, pretty cool app. And again, you have all these cards here, different colors too, which makes it more appealing to the eyes. Just remember a couple of things. First of all, remember to activate the card before using it. Make sure you have the right one activated. And this question mark doesn't work when you click on it. Okay, I guess they're still working on things. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So that is the new Chrono virtual fare feature. And if you have an Android phone, you should be able to download it as of today. And again, this is a basic tutorial on how to use that. And of course, when you're going on the bus or metro, just hold the phone up to the fare reader, like you would do with an Opus Pass. Just think of your phone as an Opus Pass. And also, there's different options here. If you ever need help, it shows you different things here, how to validate the fare. If you need help, that's going to show you their website. There's a section on there. This pops up reminding you how to do it. So anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I think this is going to make things a lot easier going forward to have this on your phone, the ability to pay your fare using your phone. And yeah, this is a really cool, I guess, historical moment in terms of technology for the Montreal area transit systems. So there you go. All right, if you have any questions or comments, I'll try to answer them, of course. Obviously, the best thing to do is contact EXO directly, or ARTM. I think it's EXO that obviously runs this, so the ARTM just manages the fares and everything for the agencies, including EXO, STM or whatever, but EXO, I believe, is the one that runs this, and the Chrono app, so which is where these virtual fares are located. And again, you have your conventional Opus reload, and that's on there as well. So just remember, open the Chrono app, select up here, and then select virtual fares, and that's how you can get them purchased. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this new feature.